smoke
medical,
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe, Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe and Alessia.
Joshua October, how the hell are you, my friend?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Peace, love, and light. It is your boy. You know the vibes. Everything is good, brother. How's everything on your end?
I'm doing amazing, dude. I had to set up this apartment for about 2 hours because I usually record at work. And I could have you in, but I want to earn their trust.
Yes.
And keep grinding and not just be like, oh, it's 2 weeks in of recording at work. Right. Can I bring in a few guests? I want to keep grinding. And I have a nice setup in my apartment, so I had to set everything up. And it is different when you record at home compared to when you go out to record. Because I wanted to just take another nap, which I did. But also, you get things done because you're setting up the podcast and you're also doing your laundry and your dishes.
Right. Multitasking.
Working from home is a blessing and a curse. Do you work from home ever?
Yeah, absolutely. I do some of my interviews on my podcast shows at my house as well. So, when I have my guests jump on, I got my space, got my section, and I make sure the vibes and the energies are good.
I like your energy, the way you said section. I like the energy you brought today, bro. It's fun.
Of course. You gotta spread more of that light. You gotta give more of that joy out.
So you're really big on mental health and good vibes. Where did that begin from? Because this show is going to be a circus, which is usually Hoppe Hour, but I don't want to just go into the show without having the audience get to know Joshua October. So what has your journey been?
Yeah, my journey has been long for sure. Long, full of obstacles, but throughout that journey, there was progress, there was growth, and became, the experience of learning after certain situations that I may have gone through and persevered. And, now where I'm at today, I'm in a much better state of mind on, how I handle the emotions at the time, how I respond to certain things. But it's definitely been a journey, brother. And that's the process with life. You got to continue to keep pushing no matter how hard it gets and no matter how many times you fall down. You got to get back up and keep going.
I'm almost addicted to falling down. I want it to quit happening going into my 30s, but falling down is where you learn more than from success. Because when you keep succeeding, you're doing the same process every day because it's working. Yeah. But failing is where you learn more about yourself.
Sad to say, but that is true. You do end up learning more things. When you make multiple mistakes. I mean, because sometimes people aren't even aware of the mistakes that they're making, maybe in that moment, and they're just responding again based off the emotion, or they are not sure what energy and frequency that they're giving out in that time and moment. So definitely, it takes multiple times for us to learn these lessons. But after hopefully after you say to yourself at one point, you know what, this gotta stop happening. Then you gotta start making them changes and make sure you ain't repeating them patterns again, my brother.
When you're so positive today. When you're looking at the clock and you see that you're about to be 30 in less than 2 months, you're like, yeah, I probably should get my act together.
Sheesh, yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
How old are you?
I'm 29, man. I'm going into the 30s. Yes.
Are you a 93 baby?
I'm a 90s baby.
Which 90s? Which year?
93. Yep.
Hell yeah, dog. Best year ever.
Oh yeah, 93.
That.
And the good music too. You gotta love the classics of everything in the 90s and back in the days and how it was. It was the greatest.
People don't know how great the graduation class of 2012 was. That was a class, bro. Because we were like the last of people that didn't experience social media. 2013, 14 was kind of the same way. But there was something about 2012 that people just don't know if you weren't there. And I know a lot of people say that about all their graduation classes. But there was just the community that the class of 2012 had.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I remember when I had graduated and I finished school and went through all that process and them stages. I was like, all right, now it's time to take on life as we know it.
Well, you got to think it was 8 years pre-COVID, and I don't care either way about Trump, but it was 4 years before Trump, and it was even before Obama got reelected a second time. So this was a totally different planet. The planet now and the planet 11 years ago are unrecognizable.
Yeah. Oh no, that's for sure. I'm not big into the politics.
Me neither. I don't vote.
Yeah, me neither. I do not vote neither. It's like, hey, honestly, how do you know that your vote is actually going for that party? You know, you really don't know, essentially. But
you know what we do know, bro?
Tell me.
These politicians love them some booger sugar.
President Biden and his family were celebrating July 4th on the Truman balcony. Behind the scenes, the Secret Service was investigating the shocking discovery of cocaine just steps from the Oval Office.
How is that surprising?
That's not. That's crazy. That is not. Like, what? Okay. Like, hey, these are the times that we living in today.
I think they've been doing cocaine forever.
They have, definitely, and they've been passing it on to their families and
You think Obama did lines? Obama had
I wouldn't doubt it if the brother tried some,
I think he did in the 80s. He's like, I'm too good for this.
This got into the White House and who brought it in? All of those questions still lingering.
Hunter brought it in. He was like, do you guys want hookers? I got the inside on hookers.
Yeah, who do you honestly think brought it in?
Hunter.
They did.
Who did?
They is them. Them is the government. Them is the people that work in the White House. Them is the people that is behind the scenes. They brought it in. Yeah, man.
They're working 24-hour days. How else do you screw over America? You need coke.
Here's what we know. The cocaine was found in a small dime-sized bag during a routine sweep in a cubby used by White House staff and guests to store cell phones.
There's a small wall of little cubbies where guests are told to leave their cell phones before entering the West Wing for tours. That's because photos are not allowed inside the West Wing.
Oh, so this could have been a guest. This wasn't necessarily, this was somebody who was like, we're going to party later, but I don't want to bring it in.
Right.
What if we got Joe Biden on coke? Then he'd be wide awake.
Right, no more Sleepy Joe.
Then we'd actually have a president.
Happy Hour.
I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. We got them diamond dancing, I got more toys. I'ma be the greatest this city's ever seen. Mark it in your calendars, I'm coming for your team. As a fact, oh no, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. There ain't no cap, no. You talk to me with hate, then you just might get slapped. Oh, you tryna front now, you getting shut down. I don't do field goals, oh, I just go for touchdowns. Yeah, they all wanna be like me. You missing from the box, and I'm scoring from the three. Yeah. And I come with no degree. I'm messing with your girl and she liking what she see. Oh, this is Gainesy, y'all. When you walk into your city, you bring shame to all. When I walk into my city, it's my name to call. Putting in the work must be insane to y'all. I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah. Oh, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
Yeah, I got more toys, and they bigger now. I got more toys, and they asking how. I'm headed straight to the top, throw me a lob, this is a bop. If it looks good, I cop, get my shoes and socks. I'm on a boat, you on a dock, you all floor, I'm a mop. Hop on my drop top, give me the ox, I'm gonna pop off. Y'all already know, I'm gonna pop off. I cannot stop, no. I just keep going and going and going. I cannot stop. Yeah. Yo, I'll pull up with a gang, I might start bang. I might cop a range, if I want it, I'ma get it. I got it, forget it, yeah.
Successful, there ain't any other way. I never give the code to the safe. It's destiny, I ain't gotta say. It's no, I'ma get it anyway. I got no choice. I'm stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. I pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
Oh yeah. This following segment was brought to you by Mitra 9, the best Kava and Kratom around. When I tell you that you need to check them out, I'm a man of my words. Go to tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra, and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe. This has also been brought to you by DZBZ Honey. Go to dzbzhoney.com and use keyword Hoppe to save 20%. Now, before we get back to the show, I want to play some trippy music, which is the background music right now for Joshua October, who is the guest for Happy Hour. This is my good friend Romeo. Let's trip out a little bit.
Let's do it.
I've worked with some people that don't like this music, and I'm like, how could you not like this?
I'm digging it.
Romeo 222 on Spotify. Don't you want to go to the club at like 2 in the afternoon and party?
Hey.
Do some cocaine with the White House? I'm kidding.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
Call Hoppy now. 856-49-HOPPY. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppy Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Now, are you big into social media? Give me your opinion. In 2023, going into 2024, we've had social media for about 20 years now. What is your take?
Social media for me personally, it's good and it's bad, right?
Yeah.
It has its pros and it has its cons.
What are the pros and what are the cons?
I feel like the pros are like definitely, reaching out to people across the world, connecting with people, meeting new people, pros.
I would have never met you if it wasn't for social.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
I told you.
But then you also have the screen time of 9 hours a day and the addiction to it.
Yes.
It might be more addicting than cigarettes.
You know what? Yeah, I would say that because social media nowadays are definitely leading a lot of people sometimes and straight to the death, like straight to the deaths. So
you know what I'm scared about?
Tell me.
When I'm about to die and my life's flashing before my eyes and all my memories is just social media. It's all we do all day. How is that not going to be our memories?
Yeah.
All the boomers talk about, I got to experience, I'm not saying I want to go to a war, but I had World War II and I had this. They have all these unique experiences and ours is, I didn't get enough likes on a picture.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell have we become?
Yeah, definitely got to separate that. You got to give yourself your personal time, your free time, and then go ahead and give yourself the likes and the follows on the socials.
Did you hear that Twitter's on the downfall? Did you hear that Twitter's about to die, that Twitter's in AARP mode?
No, I did not.
They're limiting how many tweets you can see. So first of all,
really,
I almost said Mark Zuckerberg. Elon Musk first has it be where you can pay $8 a month to get verified. And that's the only app I pay to be verified on because I can post up to 5-hour videos. So I'm like, why not?
Right.
But he now has this thing where even if you pay, you can only see 6,000 tweets a day if you pay. And if you don't pay, you can only see 600 tweets a day, which I think might be the most overthinking, idiotic, dumbass move of all time. Because he's essentially saying, I don't know if he's trying to like purposely ruin something, but he's saying, I don't want you on my app. Wouldn't you want them to like pay to see all the tweets? Like you pay $8 a month and you can see everything.
Right.
But to limit even that, then I only post to promote my podcast and I get off.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on Twitter anymore.
Right. Yeah, I fell off on Twitter a long time ago. I stopped getting on it as much and being active on it as much. So
it was about like 3 years ago, that it just kind of got lame. Because people can just run their mouth. And I know that comes with social media, but Twitter was always the most like negative because it's so easy to make an account because you can just type in like a fake email.
Right.
On any other website. You need to like pass the verification before you can get your account made, I'm pretty sure. But with Twitter, you could be like 12345 Joe and then make your email blah, 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 at gmail.com and you immediately could make a page and just say you suck. Because that's what the haters were. We're always behind fake accounts. Yeah. And to me, that was the downfall. And that was pre-Elon Musk. That was Jack Dorsey that did that allowed you to make an account with a fake email. Because they wanted to take over the world, bro.
Yeah. Trolls, clout chasers and people that give off negative energy or negative comments on social media, they just really got to do a lot of self-reflecting and looking in the mirror.
Do you ever feel burnt out from social media, like there's too much?
No, not at all. Because now where I'm at now and on how I personally go about social media, I'm not on it the whole day. Like I'm on it briefly, a quick second. I'm on it for a couple minutes, and that's it. So
you're on it for a couple minutes. You're on it briefly. Okay. The other thing I want to ask you is, what if I were to tell you that there's a replacement for Twitter?
Interesting.
This morning, the highly anticipated rival platform to Twitter is now live. Facebook and Instagram's parent company Meta launching Threads overnight. The new text-based app arriving a day earlier than expected.
You know they wanted to rush that out. They're like, why are we even waiting? Everyone's done with Twitter. Let's get the fuck off of Twitter and let's take over the world. Which, by the way, there's not an original bone in Zuckerberg's body. He just copies everything and makes things better. So I'm surprised it took him this long to copy Twitter because Gen Z, there was this thing while you were pooping diapers called MySpace that took over the world. And before that was Zanga, all these other sites. Facebook was not the first one. It's just the one that took over. Threads is about to take over Twitter, bro.
Interesting.
You're gonna have to make a thread soon.
This is gonna be entertaining for sure. Let's see how it goes.
It looks like this right now. It looks like a mashup of like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Overnight founder Mark Zuckerberg announcing Threads reached 10 million signups in its first 7 hours. Celebrities from Oprah to Kim Kardashian to Jennifer Lopez.
The one I care least about is Oprah. I always found Oprah to be so nauseating because my mom was obsessed with her and thought everything she promoted was worth it. Was Oprah ever on in your household?
No, she wasn't. She wasn't on, but I was definitely aware of her and how successful her career was and how she got.
I respect her success. I just think she's annoying.
Everybody is getting this. This is free. You getting one. You getting one. Everybody getting one.
That might be the most memorable TV moment ever.
Classic.
Already joining the app that looks fairly similar to Twitter. The launch coming just days after Twitter announced limits on its app, including how many posts users can read per day.
Why would you do that? Give me a business mind. You're a talent agent. You're a bunch of things. Tell me, is there any positive to that?
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's on.
Well, he is on the spectrum, so that doesn't help.
The change is led by controversial billionaire Elon Musk.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Meta describing...
There you go.
Yeah.
He wants to ruin it. I think he's obsessed with how can I keep this alive while doing the worst decisions ever. It's like an evil plan. He's like an evil villain. Zuckerberg's a creator that copies things, but Musk is like an evil villain.
Yeah, I definitely can sense that from both of them.
Zuckerberg's too much of a bitch to be a villain. He's like, I want to work out by myself and that. And Musk is like, I'm going to knock up women and be a deadbeat father. I'm really evil.
I seen something about them boxing. Is that actually gonna happen, or is that
what
just
I think
propaganda?
It's gonna be? The guy I had on, Pharaoh, the local DJ, at YNG Pharaoh on all social media. I had him on Happy Hour. He was my co-host. He brought up when we worked the promotions event for Wild 94.1. We were talking about that fight, and he thinks it's going to be AI.
Oh, wow.
And I thought about that. I think they're going to make people think it's real, and it's going to be in the secret location, and it's going to be AI, and it's going to be where AI produces a better fight than anything Floyd Mayweather has ever produced.
That's crazy. That would be something.
I'm not scared of AI. I want to figure out how to make money with AI. That's all I care about.
Yeah, we're living in the new times for sure.
The 2012s is a long, long time ago now. The difference between 92 to 02 and 2012 to 2023 is insane.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's like everything changed and switched overnight in that feeling.
It had to be COVID, for sure.
That was, what was going on with you during those times, my brother?
I was living in a shack in the bad part of St. Pete, off of 22nd Avenue North, and working for Tampa Bay Talk Radio, where we had to cover it every single day.
Got you.
What about you?
Nice. Yeah, man. You know, because I was currently in Boston at that time, so I was living out in Boston, and everything was shut down over there. So you know, literally, I was just hands on deck, throwing underground concerts and events, and doing everything underground. You know, still doing what I love to do.
Hell, was there any controversy with that? Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, you know, I did have some little small minor things.
Super spreader.
that popped up. You know, honestly, you want to hear something crazy that happened? So shortly after things started to open back up after the pandemic or whatever, I had locked in a show at this nightclub in Cambridge, this very popular music venue. Don't want to say the name, but I locked in the venue, and was getting ready to throw the event there. Everything was promoted within a 2-month period. So everything was already set in stone, you know, paid the deposit, all that jazz. And then here we are, the day of this show, okay? 10 minutes before the doors were opening up, my brother, one of the coworkers overheard my personal conversation and heard since, I wasn't vaccinated, they felt unsafe. And what they did was they canceled the show because of my personal status of choice, and they canceled the whole show within 10 minutes before the show. That was something. That was definitely an experience for sure.
I was sitting on the toilet doing my business today, and the thought that came to my mind was, what happened to COVID? I thought about that today. I was like, it just disappeared.
Right.
What happened to the daily updates? And it's this many cases. Like, just one day, Anthony Fauci was like, I'm not saying he screwed over America, but he kind of like did something, and he goes, bye.
Right.
Good or bad, he changed America, and now he's hiding.
Right. Definitely when you do the programming and you start manipulating people's minds and they think one thing and that's not the truth, it can definitely turn out in a different way, because I ended up suing that nightclub and I won because of that situation. So, you know, like I said, just make sure that, you know, you're doing your due diligence. Don't let people think for you. Think for yourself.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
This next artist that I'm about to play works with me in the promotions department. Her name is Balia, but her rap name is Balaciaga, and she's got a song for Sneaky Links. Now, I'm not big into the Sneaky Link culture, but I mean pretty much everybody in Tampa cheats for the most part, so here you go.
Come on over, I will not be sober. Get you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. Oh, I know you like it. I know you like it. Oh, 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 I treat you like a hoe. I know you like it. Oh, I know you like it. Oh. like a hoe. Tell me what's your fantasy. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what it's gonna be. You and me in the sheets. Tell me what you're gonna do when I put this ass on you. And baby, if it's cool with you, I want you to act the fool. Baby, don't you know that I just want you so bad. Tell me that you're feeling the same as me. Cause you know I've been waiting, but you keep on playing. Come and put your body all over me. You should come on over. I will not be sober. Put you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. Oh, I know you like it. I know you like it. Oh, 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 I treat you like a hoe. I know you like it. Oh, I know you like it. Oh, I treat you like a hoe. Tell me when you're outside, I'ma take you for a ride. Fuck with me, I'll get you right. Make it last all night. It's whatever you wanna do. I'ma leave it up to you, and I'ma have you feeling new. Whenever we get through, what you doing later? Stop being a player. Come on and lay up with me. Cause you know I've been waiting, but you keep on playing. I just want you one time of me. You should come on over. I will not be sober. Put you on the sofa. I'm not trying to know ya. Told you once before that you could get your soul snatched. I could throw it way back. I know you like it. I know you like it. Oh,
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, Romeo, trip me out. The amount of times I play Romeo's music per week, I'm going to give this guy $1 million in residuals. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. When I tell you that he is the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Kids classes, workout classes, whatever the hell you need, amiracademy.com is the place to be. This has also been brought to you by FitSageFitness.net. Devin Prasad is the best trainer in all of the Bay Area. So I have the best MMA trainer and the best workout trainer.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour on Z Radio Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yes, sir. This is Hoppe Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Hoppe. 30 minutes left. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Baby, let's go.
Joshua October, how the hell can people find you online?
You can check me out on Instagram at Joshua_October. Facebook, Joshua October. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter that much, but still, it's Joshua_October.
1.
Yeah.
How did I get it right?
I was going to say it.
By the way, when are you getting on Threads?
I don't know.
Soon, today.
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
There's those monumental moments in your life where you first sign up for, like, let's say back in the day, MySpace, Facebook, IG, Twitter. I feel like today is the day that, like, I'll always remember my interview with Joshua October as I blew up on Threads. Like, I feel like Threads is the place to be because Facebook, the algorithm doesn't hide things. If you put out content, it lets people see it. TikTok and Twitter hide it.
Yeah.
One video of mine got 10,000 views on TikTok. The next one for the last 20 videos has about 100. But on IG, I get between 500 to 1,000 on each one.
Yeah.
Like, IG and Facebook's more fair. So I think Threads is going to be so much better than Twitter. It's not even a debate.
Yeah, hopefully it is. Hopefully it brings it to the next notch and next level.
By the way, it's been so hot out. You know, like every summer you go, oh, it's hot in Florida.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
This is different, my friend.
The sun is different out here. Yeah, it is. And especially if you're in the sun for too long, man, you know, that can't be good.
And here's some proof that it's pretty hot out.
An astonishing milestone this week. Monday and Tuesday, the hottest days ever recorded on Earth. Here.
Are we moving closer to the sun or something?
Right? Or
is the sun mad at us? Sun's like, you guys are an embarrassment to this universe.
Sheesh.
I'm going to knock it up. I'm going to turn it up a notch. That might be it. Like, all the planets talk, and they're like, dude, Earth is kind of fucking up right now. Let's fuck with it.
Let's cook them.
An astonishing milestone this week. Monday and Tuesday, the hottest days ever recorded on Earth. Here in the U.S., Americans feeling the brutal summer heat firsthand. Over 20 million under heat alerts today.
The best part is I have hyperhidrosis, so I sweat easily. So at these promotion gigs, my shirt will be light blue, and at the end, it's dark blue. It is so gross. Working outside in the heat.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It gets sticky. It gets, humid. Yeah, I hear you.
Coming inside to the apartment and like laying in a cold shower is the best feeling. Just washing the sweat off your body.
Absolutely. Recharge, refresh, get some good water.
I took the picture to promote the podcast and I literally pointed at the air conditioner like, thank God for the AC.
Gotta have AC because if not, then, what can you do living in Florida without AC?
I don't think I could sleep.
Sheesh.
I don't think I could sleep.
Yeah, no. That's you gotta have AC out here. If not, then maybe get like 20 fans and be good.
It's really hot, really humid.
Central Florida reaching a triple-digit heat index Wednesday.
It's too hot. I want to move out of Florida. My body's...
Yeah, go to the snow then. Listen, as awful as it's been outside, I'll take this over snow.
Yeah, have you ever experienced snow before? Like,
I grew up in Chicago for 21 years.
Okay.
It sucks.
Yeah, okay.
I hate the snow so much.
I hear you.
You like snow?
It's okay, as if it's not,
really?
Yeah, it's not bad, but too much of it, the snowstorms and the negative degrees weather, I'm not a fan of it. No.
When it gets negative and you can't be outside, that's when I get mad. Like if it's in the late 20s or 30s, you warm up a little bit, you get lit and you're warm. But when it's like negative out and your hands are like turning pink, I'm good.
It's not made for this type of weather.
Local emergency managers putting extreme weather plans in place.
Just last year, we activated the plan twice, and it was only for a couple days. It's now been active for over a week.
Connecticut's governor also activating statewide extreme weather protocols to protect residents from brutal temperatures.
That's when it's hot out. I'm not saying it doesn't get hot in Connecticut, but when Connecticut's going through like a heat warning, that's when it's bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah.
I've never been to Connecticut. I don't know if I ever need to. I don't know what's there.
Hey, I heard, there's definitely a music scene going on out there.
And there's like good pizza, I heard.
Ooh, got to check the good pizza out then.
Sarasota, El Paso, and Portland all seeing record highs Wednesday.
So pretty much if Sarasota is seeing record highs, that means we also are. This is Today's Show news headline, so this is national. 100 degrees in Sarasota.
Sheesh.
Do you sweat easily? Are you a sweaty guy?
I definitely sweat, but I try not to sweat as much, and I try not to be in the sun for that long if I don't have to.
You try to not sweat the small things. I get what I did there. I'm so funny. I'm so hilarious. Do you tip people?
I do.
Did you hear about this DoorDash video? This is pretty funny.
No.
Of a delivery driver that's heating up the tipping debate online. Will Reeve here with more on the new standards for gratuity. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Michael. This video has really opened up a discussion about when you should tip, how much you should tip, and do you really have to? Take a look.
This is the video sparking outrage online.
Hi.
Hello. A delivery driver dropping off a $20 pizza to a woman in Texas. Okay. Nothing unusual until this exchange.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
You.
DoorDash telling ABC News they've removed the driver from their platform. But the clip's viral spread on TikTok has amplified the debate over tipping culture, with many...
That's a nice tip. $5 and a 20, that's 25%.
Yeah, what? You see, that's just...
no, if it was like $2.50, I would agree.
Ungrateful. No, that's ungrateful. I mean, you got $5 at the end of the day, regardless what house that person's living in. Be grateful.
Many saying expectations have gone too far.
I feel like there's a stigma where you have to tip for basically everything.
If I'm buying like a prepackaged sandwich and I bring it to the cash register and they swing around that thing asking for a tip, like, come on.
I hate being put on the spot like that. I feel so pressured to give a tip.
It's not just your imagination. Tipping has increased in recent years. Financial platform Square tells ABC News tipping skyrocketed across the board during the pandemic. Tips went up.
I remember that. By the way, if I can't afford anything, I'll just tip $1. Like, I'll give you something. That's $1 of my money, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now granted, I don't tip all the time because I do also do it based off of, where I'm at, location, energy, their service. And,
financially?
Yeah. Well, and no, not at all. But yeah, $1 here and there if it's, that's all I got.
Went up more than 25% at restaurants and nearly 17% at quick service establishments in 2022. And with tipping options now standard at many registers, some customers are reaching a tip fatigue tipping point.
You know what I hate? And they do this at the Smoothie King, I believe. They make it so awkward. They go, it's going to ask you a few things. Where it's not asking you a few things, it's asking you one thing.
That tip at the end.
But it's funny because they go a few things, and I go, few means a multiple. Right. But you're only showing me one thing. They do it at a tropical smoothie. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's going to ask you something real quick, ask you a few things.
Right.
And I go, it's showing me the tip. What are the other few things?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no tip. Thank you for placing my order.
Fatigue means that we are weary of going everywhere and being exposed to an app. It gives you multiple choices starting very high when in fact you may not have even wanted to tip at all.
Workers say it's awkward for them too.
We understand that you can't always afford to tip. So if you can't afford to tip, I personally would rather you still come and get your hair done and not tip that day.
Bottom line.
You know what you do, bottom line, is if it's a place like a kava bar that you frequent and you can't afford to tip, you have a talk with the kava tender and you go, what's your Zelle? When I get paid next week, I'll pay you, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I've done.
That's love. That's love right there and support.
Yeah, it is. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Now, let me load this up. We are about to do a Hoppy premiere of a song, even though the song's doing very well. Joshua October, tell me about this next artist.
So this next artist is my artist. He goes by the name of Levante, and he just dropped a new single called 2 a.m. featuring another artist named Bad Guy Lex.
I predict in about 2 weeks, this song is going to be playing out of every car at 2 a.m.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
I can
subject of narcotic stimulants. But marijuana is artificial. That is the purpose of this.
One of my friends made this beat.
Okay.
This following segment's been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. Go to DZBZHoney.com and use keyword Hoppe. This has also been brought to you by ASTROBLEME.com. There's a weird AI feature where when I say the name of this company, all of a sudden Facebook won't let me post the episode. It somehow hears, I swear to God. It was either that or that I had it in the bio of the podcast.
Yeah.
But when I put in ASTROBLEME.com and at the checkout, use keyword Hoppe, you can save 10% on the best Delta 8 lemonade around.
Ooh.
And when I put that up, Facebook was like, can't post it because we're a bunch of uptight pricks. So you know what? ASTROBLEME.com. Also, WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company. All right, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about live quitting. Have you heard about live quitting?
Live quitting? No.
You'll hear about it in a sec.
Happy Hour.
Listen to me, Randy. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside, whether you're white or black or Sasquatch even. As long as you follow your dream, no matter how crazy or against the law it is. Except for Sasquatch. If you're Sasquatch, the rules are different.
Forget it, Meatwad. I'm a circus freak. That's all I'll ever be.
Whatever.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Telling her boss, I quit, in a new way.
I can't say it. I don't know how to say it.
27-year-old Darby Maloney is recording her resignation.
I'm gonna cry.
And then she's posting the video on TikTok.
She looks like she's not about to cry at all. I've never seen a happier bitch in my life. I'm about to cry. Shut up. We know you're not about to. You'll be crying when your boyfriend dumps you in a week, though.
Is recording her resignation.
I'm gonna cry.
No,
and
not.
then she's posting the video on TikTok. Here's her boss's reaction.
If it's what you feel like you need to do, then I totally get it.
When it was time for me to officially quit, I just propped up my camera because it felt like the end of an era to me.
I have noticed this weird thing. It's with people that were born like 98, 99, 2000, 01, 02. They're like young adults. They don't want to work. And I'm not sounding like a boomer because I do believe that a lot of offices will give you a lot of tasks for one pay. So I get the overworking thing. But there's people that like show up to work and then go shopping for like 45 minutes and ditch the event. And you're like, where are you going? Nudge, nudge. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm part of my self-love event, my self-love. Or she's like, I'm taking care of myself. No, you just don't want to work.
Yeah. I mean, some people, I don't know what her situation was specifically, but
she's probably like, it's just entitled. She just says entitled. Like, if you have a job that is paying you, you need to be there.
Absolutely.
Even if the job is paying you $2 an hour, $10 an hour, or $50.
Absolutely.
You showed up to work.
Absolutely. I would say, though, if you're not happy at your job, then find a job that, you will be happy at, that you would enjoy doing,
Part of a viral phenomenon called live quitting, popular with Gen Z and millennials.
Not millennials. We actually do it through phone calls.
Right.
People who are fed up with their jobs or find a better opportunity record the moment they give notice.
I want to give him my 2 weeks today.
And then what's going to happen is in a few weeks when you get a new job interview, they're going to either look up your name and the video is going to show, or B, they're going to want to talk to your previous supervisors. And then all of a sudden there's this issue called burning a bridge.
Big facts, yes.
Dummy.
26-year-old Hamza Zafar tells our Ann Mercogliano he absolutely loathed his job as an engineer in Michigan.
Oh, I'm sure he was fun to work with. I bet he was just such a good vibe. You know that person who just shows up and complains about the job, and there's obvious complaints about the job, and you're just like, shut up.
Right.
If you don't want to be here, leave.
Right.
If you don't want to be here, other people, yeah, we might be underpaid at any job, but we want to be here. If you don't want to be here, leave. Bye, bitch.
You hated your boss that much that you recorded him and put it out for the entire world to hear his reaction to your quitting?
Yes.
But
he seems like he regrets it a little bit. He's trying to play tough guy. Like, yeah, I'm totally cool. Nah, you're an idiot.
Is any way to tell your boss you're out of there? Career coach Terry Jones says live quitting can actually backfire.
When you put
oh my God.
Right.
Breaking news.
Anything online, it's around forever.
And when you apply for a new job, do you really want your next employer to see your live quitting video?
Yeah, I would not hire somebody that did a live quit.
Definitely no.
No. Like, I would 100%. I don't care how hardworking and talented the person is. Get out of here. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, wouldn't want that energy around at all.
You know what's good energy? Rap music that can be played at a Kava And Kratom bar. And this next artist, we're going to come back, play his music, and then we're going to wrap up the show. And he is Lawrence from the Kava Spills podcast. They go to different Kava bars, and they're like the biggest podcast within the Kava community. And he was at the Chill Room right before you came to see me a few weeks ago at the Chill Room.
Got you.
And everybody was talking about his music in the building. I didn't realize I've been playing 7 different artists. Balenciaga, Lucas Brown. What is the name of your artist?
Levante.
I also have Romeo. I have LB2. I have Calm, and I have one other name that's not coming to my mind that I forget. Lil Six. I have 7 different artists that I'm playing. And this is one, and here is Kava Spills with LB2, only on Happy Hour. We're going to come back and wrap up everything right after this.
Let's go.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Stay up off my line, side to side, got this function vibing, yeah, I'm doing fine. Free to slime, cop controlling all the time. Cross my T's and count my dimes. If it ain't about a bag, please don't waste my fucking time. Yeah. If it ain't about a bag, please don't waste my fucking time. Gucci slides in the Louis store. I ain't picking sides, fill that shell up to the rim, dog. Is this your first time? Kava shell got me sitting way back, sitting alone with my thoughts flat. Keep calling my name, and yeah, I hear it, tell him I call him back, yeah. Tell him I'm busy out here getting these racks, yeah. Give me a beat, I'm going on full attack, yeah. The game of the crown and now they want it back, yeah. But the game is mine, I'm taking it to the max, yeah.
Keep calling me back, I'm loading up the Mac, I'm counting up the steps, so baby, stinking like a shack, I told her throw it back, I'm flowing down the track, oh baby, I've been sipping Kava. I've spilling Kava. I don't think it's a problem. Maze me with the drama, baby. Keep calling me back, but I don't ever answer. Yeah, I got some ones on me, but I ain't a dancer. Never giving up the fight like I'm beating cancer. Kill your ass and bring you back, I'm the necromancer. Then I get high and fly away. Ain't no stressing out and saving for another day. Got my shell in my hand and now I'm in a daze. Working hard for this shit, I'ma need a raise. But you know I don't expect it though. You don't have to like the grind, but you won't respect the flow. Feeling muddy out my mind, almost missed my exit hope. Trapping restless, dropping dimes, gotta keep the status quo. Now that's a rare trait nowadays. Too legit, I ain't scared of Jake nowadays. Chicken tenders eating Kava cake off their graves. LB2, hold me up, we about to blaze. Calling me back, I'm loading up the mat, counting up the stacks, so baby. Looking like I'm shot, so to throw it back, flowing down the track, so baby. I've been sipping Kava, I've been spilling Kava. I don't think it's a problem. Leave me with the drama, baby.
Brought to you by counselingoncall.net. One of the most important things ever is mental health. And when I tell you that counselingoncall.net is the place to be, I'm a man of my words. That's where I got my psychologist, known as Jay. And if you go to counselingoncall.net and you get your shrink, you get your therapist, you get your psychologist, whatever you want to refer to it as, tell them you heard about it on Happy Hour, and they will hook you up. I'm a man of my words. All right, we got a few minutes left here, about 5 minutes left. I would go through the whole production of coming back to break, so we'll do it real quick like this.
Happy Hour. Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Get what I did? I did there? I sped everything up because I didn't want to go through the 45-second process. This is the lightning round.
Hey, okay.
We're going super fast, brah.
Let's go.
Tell me about what you got coming up. All the things you want to promote to us right now.
Yes. So my company, we have our next concert that we're getting ready to announce this weekend. Don't want to say the name yet. You know, you're just going to have to tune in and tap in with me on Instagram. Again, that's at Joshua_October. And yes, sir.
Are you single?
I am happily married.
You're married?
Yes.
So you have someone to tap. Get what I did there? You like how I did that? It's called being raunchy and working in talk radio for 8 years. So your mind's always in the gutter. I'm always raunchy, man. I'm always thinking about things. How is it being married?
It's amazing. It's beautiful. Love is the most powerful form of them all. Again, you know, it's beautiful. You just got to make sure that whoever it is that you're mingling with, make sure that communication is there, that respect is there, that honesty and trust is there, and it'll continue to grow and build from there.
Anything else you want to promote?
I just want to let everybody know to stay positive. Every time, any time that you're in a moment of doubt, of, negativity, or, you're in your head thinking too much, just relax, just take a deep breath,
Are you talking to me right now? Are you trying to call me out, bitch? Is that what this is?
Nah, not at all. But you also have to remember, the universe isn't in a rush. We are. So just take that moment and slow down.
Happy Hour.
Happy Hour.
And like that, he's gone. Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over. Happy Hour is now over.